we are joined by the one and only Jake Bugg. Jake, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Nice to see you.
No, it's a pleasure, thank you.
I wondered if we could just talk quickly about the tour that you've just finished with Liam Gallagher and John Squire. What was that like?
It was great. It was absolutely brilliant, and obviously Liam seemed great, and to watch John play on stage every night was just an absolute pleasure, and he's an amazing guitar player. And yeah, it was a great tour, fun dates, and yeah, absolutely loved every minute of it.
Were there any shenanigans, anything to report from backstage?
There was a couple of nights out, but yeah, nothing too crazy. I think everyone was trying to be as professional as we could to a point. But yeah, it was a brilliant tour. Absolutely loved it, and yeah, just great to go out in front of their crowd every night and play.
Zombieland, what a tune that is. I love the kind of tension and release in that. And do you know what else I was thinking when I heard it for the first time? You've managed to do something that I think is kind of essential in pop music at the moment. You see this. It's unpredictable.
Yeah.
Is that deliberate?
In some aspects, yeah. Obviously, you kind of don't want to venture too far and like kind of make it confusing for people, but we tried to put some effort into it of just kind of where things happen and land in the arrangement, and just like simple things like even in the breakdown section, for example, it doesn't go to halftime, it goes to kind of a free time of its own. So when it comes back, you get this whole energy coming back in again. So I suppose there's some kind of classic formula in there of some kind, but yeah, kind of altered and arranged a little bit differently.
Do me a favour then, what is Zombieland about to you, if you could encapsulate that?
So Zombieland for me, I think it's kind of a reflection of, I think, how a lot of younger people feel today in today's society, and just like this constant cycle of living day to day and kind of working to live pretty much. And I think, you know, it's quite horrible, really. And I just kind of wanted to capture that in some way that kind of people could relate to, and kind of maybe and hopefully just try and find some kind of, just kind of some kind of hopefulness from it in some way.
Is that the theme of the whole new album then, album 6?
There's kind of slightly different themes, but yeah, I suppose it kind of encapsulates quite a lot of things that are going on today. I like to think, especially like a lot of the people that I know and people where I'm from. And so, yeah, I suppose there's variations of it, yeah.
Nice. I wanted to ask you this because you've had time now to grow up in the music industry, which I think is kind of weird for a lot of people. And you just mentioned your friends there back in Nottingham. So you've seen them grow up and probably start families and have their lives. What do you think you would be doing if you weren't doing this?
That's a very tough question. I thought about that a little bit, to be honest, and I think I'd still be doing what I'm doing. I like, even if it was just playing in front of two people every night. I don't know what else I'd really be qualified for, to be honest. It was either football, which was never going to happen, or doing music. And I always said to myself from a young age, whatever level that is, you're doing music at, I just felt like it was for me, and I'd be doing it anyway.
Nice. Okay, so the tour is happening in November. Lots of dates across the UK, radiox.co.uk and Global Player for all the information. Do you still get nervous? Are you past that?
Yeah, no, I still get nervous, absolutely. It's, I think that's a good thing, though. I think it shows that you care, and you just don't want anything to go wrong. Things are always going to go wrong. There's always going to be mistakes and things like that. But it's how you get past them, and yeah, still get a bit of nerves. Sometimes more days than others, but I've really enjoyed playing recently as well, especially with some new songs in the set. That's always makes it nice and refreshing, and and exciting.
Nice. Is there somebody then, I know you kind of mentioned that you don't really do it, but is there someone you've always had at the back of your mind who you'd like to collaborate with? Have you considered the AI angle?
Considered the AI angle? I don't think I've even considered it, to be honest. I don't. There just seems
performing with a hologram.
Yeah, I don't know. I think performing with a hologram is like kind of, I suppose, for entertainment purposes. But I don't know. There's just something about this. It just seems a little soulless for me personally.
Yeah.
Radio X.